Smoking style trophy. And the 4 frames of crystallized life manuscripts. Yeah, that was musically.
An unfortunate milestone as the search for a missing Sumner County teen has reached 100 days today.
Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his Hendersonville home more than 3 months ago. It's a case that so many of us just continue to follow.
Our Nick Barris is following it. He went back today to talk with investigators to get the latest and ask them if the 15-year-old's case may have indeed gone cold.
Make no mistake, Sebastian Rogers missing is not yet a cold case. The TBI, along with the FBI and the Sumner County Sheriff, tell me that it remains an active case. But authorities also say they are no closer to solving the mystery of what happened to Sebastian. In recent weeks, the most recent tip that turned out to be nothing was this photograph taken at a visitor center in North Carolina. That lookalike teen was identified and confirmed not to be Sebastian. Since then, things have been quiet.
We're doing everything we can do. Every time a tip comes in, we follow up on it.
Eric Craddock is chief deputy with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office and heads up the investigation. 100 days since Sebastian disappeared is a milestone, but Craddock says no one is giving up. Unfortunately, the number of tips or potential sightings reported have gone down in recent weeks. There are no more random search efforts by authorities, but based on the investigation and search efforts to date, they do have a body of work to review.
I think in the absence of information, what we'll continue to do is go back over everything we've already done once, put a fresh set of eyes on it.
Maybe someone with a fresh outlook will notice something in the search area that others have missed. In the meantime, Craddock says they keep in touch with Sebastian's parents, who continue to cooperate, having talked to them just this past week. Everyone is frustrated over the lack of new leads, which unfortunately still result in crazy conspiracy theories.
Oh, the rumor mill on social media has done nothing to advance this case.
When something significant does happen, we will hear about it first from authorities, not from armchair detectives on social media. For now, investigators say all options remain on the table, including the possibility still of foul play. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
If you have a credible tip on the Sebastian Rogers disappearance, call 1-800-TBI-FIND.
2nd Avenue downtown continues, of course, to recover and transform after the Christmas Day bombing nearly 4 years ago. Well, we're happy to report the north block of the road officially reopened today. That's between Church and Union Streets. Drivers, be aware, traffic flow will change in that area, but you're going to see a lot of some much needed improvements there, including wider sidewalks and new landscaping. Still a busy area for those visiting and those who live downtown, and more renovations are expected with new restaurants and businesses.
Once we get the 3 blocks done, I think really the goal is to give a space back to locals. We've already got tourists here. They're jamming. It's awesome. It'd be nice to give them a little different reprieve from Broadway. And so that's really the goal of what we're trying to do here. More outdoor dining, a more sustainable feel, something elevated, a little bit nicer.
Many businesses on 2nd Avenue have remained open through all the construction. The remaining 2 blocks projected to be complete sometime next year. Updates also coming to Governor Square Mall up in Clarksville. Plans include new flooring, new ceilings, walls, new decor, art, and new entrances. And get this, Dave & Buster's is coming, in addition to the massive overhaul, as well as other stores, including an Aldi grocery.
I love this story. An 80s icon is going on a farewell tour, and you will be able to see it right here in Nashville. Cyndi Lauper announced her Girls Just Want to Have Fun tour today with a stop at Bridgestone Arena on Friday, November 1st. General tickets go on sale this Friday, June 7th. Special guests will be joining her on each stop. No word yet on who that will be in Nashville. She's got a lot to pick from here in town. Just a few. I mean,
She
Mikey
doesn't
Wilson
age.
would be amazing.
She doesn't age. She looks great and sounds great. That'll be fun.
Dolly.
She's friends with Cher. Good friends with Cher. That would be.
Is she? Oh. I was just thinking with some Nashville folks.
Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah.
True.
And take a nap.
You're kind of working hard today. Equation.
I've got my whack-a-mole thing set up. One slow-moving, almost stationary storm has been rumbling over News Channel 5 downtown Nashville, and especially areas east. So from Hermitage, right near Old Hickory, down towards Percy Priest, this is what a lot of windows and windshields look like right now. Just pouring. Some spots picked up a quick 2 inches of rain. The very definition of tiny but mighty. The storm that caused all this rain, these drops on the lens, some gusty wind, even some reports of some branches down in the Hermitage area, so compact. A good portion of the area is entirely dry, sweltering this afternoon. Most of the thunderstorm activity is actually concentrated to our west, across Stewart County, Houston County, portions of Humphreys County, Clarksville. It's rumbling. All of that's climbing northwards, so inching into Christian and Todd County. This one tiny little storm has just been stationary, like I said. And when you get those stationary storms, that's what can cause some localized flooding, some ponding, especially this time of day, folks, on the road. It's still pouring all across East Nashville into downtown, starting to blossom a little bit further north along Highway 41. It's not the only lone soldier out there, but it really is the very definition of hit and miss. A decent little downpour here right on the edge of Trousdale and Macon County, but the bulk of the activity is indeed closer to the land between the lakes. Just east of Paris, there's no mischief here, but with these really heavy downpours, right, our summertime setup, when that rain falls down to the ground, it drags the air with it. And so it causes the wind to increase in speed, hits the ground, comes out. So you may have some briefly stronger wind gusts. What's fueling this spotty activity is the heat and the sun angle. So once the sun goes down at sunset, we start to lose some heat. They start to peter out. 70s, Lafayette, you're still sitting at 90. Once that rain-cooled air gets in there, that's going to feel a little bit better. Activity waning by 8, 9 o'clock. Generally quiet overnight tonight, but then we do it again tomorrow. And we do it again the day after that. A little bit more kind of oomph in the pan tomorrow. So we're going to see activity in the morning, daybreak, and then again at this time tomorrow afternoon. So multiple waves of showers and storms expected Tuesday. Not raining on your house the whole time, but it will likely rain at least one time tomorrow. Same thing for Wednesday, on approach with a cold front. So it is an active start to the week. We're not looking at widespread severe weather, but with this summertime pattern coming in, gusty wind, always a good bet with some afternoon storms. We'll climb only into the 80s tomorrow. I say only mid-80s. It's going to be a steamy 85 degrees. And like I said, hit and miss Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday night, our cold front comes through. We dry off the humidity tanks, and the weekend looks a whole lot easier weather-wise than what we went through last weekend. Dry skies ahead for CMA or whatever your plans are. Stay with us.
Did I read this? Did I get eggs? Where are my keys?
Memory and thinking issues keep piling up. It may be due to a buildup of amyloid plaques in the brain. Visit morethannormalaging.com.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
I'm Chris Jacknick. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is, my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jacknick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
It seems like each time you walk down the grocery store aisle, prices just keep going up and up. So we came to the grocery store, talked to a whole lot of people, and realized we need to help price compare. We want to help you. So several times a week, we're going to be doing price comparisons of basic items to help you know where you can shop throughout the week. We know now more than ever, every dollar matters. It's why we're here to help.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our future. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas. Mom, we love you always.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
When they learn something new, you can just see in their faces.
DOA5 Titan puts the power of 5 meteorologists on wheels. Sponsored by Premier Generators.
We are certainly proud of anything that's made in Tennessee. You may not know this, these days, more and more vinyl records are actually pressed and packaged right here in Music City.
It's pretty cool to think about. The vinyl revival is the reason Nashville Record Pressing is hiring. Hannah McDonald shows us around this unique plant.
If you haven't heard, vinyl records are making a comeback. In black.
This is the raw material.
Red. Purple. You name it.
I think that for me is why I love vinyl so much, is because it's very specific to the person putting it out.
The vinyl revival. Truly, when people started dusting off old records during the pandemic, led Nashville Record Pressing to open in this 100,000 square foot warehouse in 2022. Right now, the biggest names in music want their songs released on record.
We're so used to streaming now. People still put out some CDs, but this is almost as intimate as you're going to get listening to an artist next to going to sit front row at a concert.
At the vinyl record pressing plant, they produce an average of 850,000 records every month.
It actually only takes about 20 seconds to make a record. Yeah, so these machines are just going and going.
This is one of the fastest selling records of all time.
Hot off the press. Wow, and I just love the color. So cool.
Nashville Record Pressing is looking for dozens of people to join their manufacturing team to keep up with the record demand.
People who are just into vinyl, people who maybe aren't into vinyl but are just into a really cool workplace, working with really great co-workers, that kind of mentality. We definitely want to add that to the team.
And this is not your grandfather's record factory.
We're not reproducing plastic and vinyl again. We're regrinding it that way. We're just constantly recycling the material.
The industry is rapidly rebuilding. Where better to join in than Music City?
This is something where you're still plugged in, but you get to do it in a very unique way.
In Nashville, Hannah McDonald, News Channel 5.
This is so cool. Get this, the plant is the only high-security record manufacturer in the country. What does that mean? They often fill secret orders of new, unreleased music.
It also means they have employees who can keep a secret.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Big stuff. All right, still ahead here at 6:30, a news segment from our parent company, Scripps News.
We know a major concern right now is just making ends meet. So we want to offer you some solutions in mastering your money. A look at a new program helping with the cost of prescriptions.
Attention electrical contractors. Are you looking for experienced electricians to fill your manpower needs? Have you missed out on opportunities in this thriving construction market because you just don't have the resources? Call IBEW Local 429 to find out how to become one of our signatory contractors and have access to the highest quality electricians and training in the industry. And IBEW works with you to ensure that you have the resources you need to get your project done. Grow your electrical contracting business with the IBEW. Give us a call to learn more, 615-874-1253, or contact us online.
Veterans, when you're struggling, soon becomes later, becomes someday, becomes when. Don't wait. Reach out.
Find resources at va.gov/reach. What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or, in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
You need some help?
Your toe chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Whether you have health insurance or not, the price of prescription drugs can be staggering. Many Americans admit to either cutting or even skipping dosages of their meds to keep their tight budgets balanced.
In our new series called Mastering Your Money, Chris Stewart looks at a program that several states around the country already have in place to help you pay for the drugs you need.
Maybe you've lost your job, or maybe you're retired and you can't afford medical insurance, and you can't afford the medication that doctors say could keep you alive. Could recycling drugs be the answer?
When I saw the bill for the medicines that they were giving me, I thought, I can't do this. I'm just going to have to die.
It was going to cost me a lot. I know how much. In fact, I was just hopeless. I was hopeless.
The decision between medicine to survive and a place to live. Mary and Eric aren't the only ones forced to make that choice. It's a problem that can turn emergency rooms into revolving doors and strain the healthcare system.
We're about to step into the warehouse.
This is what John Rosser, CEO of SafeNetRx, sees as a solution.
So we're looking at about $20 million in donated medicine. It's all inspected and ready to go.
SafeNetRx receives donations from private donors, pharmacies, and long-term care facilities. Once inspected, the medicines are ready to be recycled.
So everything on this side of the wall is done at the wholesale level. So we're filling orders for clinics and pharmacies. And then back here, we have our charitable pharmacy.
A charitable pharmacy that's housed in places like the Community Free Health Clinic in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The clinic has a relationship with SafeNetRx, providing drugs for minimal prices or in many cases free. According to the National Conference of State Legislators, 44 states, Washington, D.C., and Guam have laws establishing prescription drug repository programs. 28 states have operational programs, with 3 more expected to be operational within the next year. 18 states, Guam and Washington, D.C., have laws enacted but are not operational. Eric came to the United States as part of the Diversity Lottery program. When he arrived, he sought help for what he thought was an eye issue.
Yeah, I had a brain tumor, and it was so large, and they put me on an emergency.
Eric had that emergency surgery and was able to receive the medication he needs at the clinic. He's on the path to recovery and was recently joined by his family. Mary had a heart episode at work. After surgery, she was prescribed multiple medications.
When you have something like that facing you, it doesn't help you get well.
The program can help millions of Americans, people like Mary.
Life wouldn't be life. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have this support.
Chris Stewart, Scripps News.
Thanks, Chris. As you just heard, Tennessee is one of the states with a prescription drug repository program made possible by a law passed just last year. You can find out more about it on the Tennessee Department of Health's website.
Dr. Anthony Fauci testified before Congress today on his role during the early days of the coronavirus pandemic. This was Fauci's first public appearance on Capitol Hill since retiring from the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, which he ran for nearly 4 decades. He was on the defense today for his role in guiding the government's initial response to COVID-19 as House Republicans questioned measures like social distancing and business closures. Many Republicans claim Dr. Fauci tried to cover up the theory that the virus was created in a Wuhan, China lab.
Do you agree that there was a push to downplay the lab leak theory?
None on my part.
Really?
Really?
Wow. I think most of the country find that amazing. I still got 11 seconds.
But look at the facts. I've kept an open mind throughout the entire process.
Dr. Fauci shows he is an honorable public servant who has devoted his entire career to the public health and the public interest, and he is not a comic book supervillain.
Republicans and Democrats seeing this very differently. Dr. Fauci has received credible death threats since 2020 and fears the negative and violent attitude some people have towards public health officials will discourage younger generations from doing similar work.
Also today, a jury now seated in Hunter Biden's federal trial on felony gun charges, with opening statements expected to begin tomorrow. The president's son is accused of lying about his drug use on a federal form while purchasing a firearm. Biden's legal team claims he was undergoing rehab when he bought the gun and may not have considered himself an addict. This trial comes less than a year after a controversial plea deal fell apart, and the judge questioned whether that deal might block future charges.
Prosecutors don't bring these types of charges every day, alleging that someone falsely filled out a form in order to purchase a firearm. They're not absolutely unheard of, but this is not a bread and butter type of prosecution by any stretch.
Hunter Biden has been public about his battle with addiction, and passages from his memoir will likely be included as evidence. Prosecutors are expected to call Hunter Biden's ex-wife to testify against him. If convicted, he faces up to 25 years in prison.
California is dealing with its largest wildfire so far this season. More than 14,000 acres have already burned in the rapid spread of what's been called the Corral Fire or Coral Fire. Dry conditions and high winds are fueling the blaze, with more than 400 personnel working to contain it. 2 firefighters were injured over the weekend. They are expected to recover. The fire started near the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, where they do research on nuclear weapons and climate technology. Now, this put thousands of people east of San Francisco under evacuation warnings.
One of my faves, Dr. Pepper, gaining ground in the soda wars. The soft drink is now tied with Pepsi as the second most popular carbonated soft drink brand in America. It's actually considered to be one of the oldest sodas in the U.S., created just 1 year after Coca-Cola. Well, it's finally inched its way into the second spot after closely trailing Pepsi-Cola for 2 decades. Of course, Coca-Cola still reigns supreme as the #1 soft drink brand in America.
You do. That is your go-to when you need a little hit.
Diet DP. Anyway, keep telling me about the amazing impact of Caitlin Clark, not only on college basketball, but women's sports in general.
Yeah, and that's definitely being felt in the soccer world after years of stars like Megan Rapone and Alex Morgan. Hear from young athletes proud to be a part of this growth.
Nearly stationary storms this afternoon causing power outages for some and causing localized flooding for others. Some are just sweating it out in the sunshine. We'll take a look at what the rest of your Monday holds next.
My name is Dr. Stephen Park with Same Day Smile. Most important thing for me is for them to feel like I'm their friend. I'm on their side to help them achieve their dream of having a brand new smile. A procedure called All-on-4 is the major focus of our practice, where you have a patient come in with their bad teeth. We could replace their whole mouth of teeth in one day.
I couldn't be more thrilled. And Dr. Park, what he wants to do is make sure that I'm happy.
I would highly recommend Same Day Smiles to anybody. Fucking shot that work. I gotta hold that. Oh my god. Oh, I got a fucking cross up by accident. Nice tag. This nigga is teching. I can't even lie. This nigga is teching. I can't even DR this nigga, son. God damn. Good shit. Bro was not having it. That was not good. Oh, whoops. That's one more time. Good shit. That was good. Damn, these some sweaty ass matches, bro. Yo, no shot. That shit's active as fuck. That's unfortunate. So good. He knew the down-tech match was coming. That was good. That was mad good. I'm not mad at that. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Nice, guard cancel. Oh, that was OG! Nah, this nigga's ridiculous, bro. I'm not even mad at that. I'm not getting away with nothing against this nigga. He's OD. I'm not getting away with nothing against this nigga, dude. Nice, good shit. Better. I'm gonna tuck this nigga shit. Have to strap that. That's a fucking nigga, bitch. Am I dead? Damn, he fucked up here, I ain't gonna lie. He fucked up, I ain't gonna lie. I think he's dead now too, that's tough. Damn, he fucked up. Unfortunate. Nice. Yeah, nah, it's over. That's tough. This nigga started reacting. This nigga's OD, bro. I'm really not even mad. Not like this, not like this, not like this. Not like this, not like this. Yo, who followed me and just fucked this shit up? sick. No, that was a good set, though. I'm not even mad. That was a good ass set. Oh, shit. Nah, that shit was fucking crazy. Nah, he was playing crack. I ain't gonna lie. That was low-key unfortunate way to end, but it'd be like that. Bro said replay the last one? He said replay the last one. I guess it's a lag. That's because somebody followed me. Bro wants to replay it. I don't want that.
Google Fiber 8 gig blazing fast. Not blazing, not on fire. Light speed. Well, yes and no. 8 gigs of pure power. Up to 8 gigs speed, not electricity. Unstoppable symmetrical speeds? Up to. I didn't know that was a thing. It's huge.